Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Wasteland's 2 Director's Cut. We've just made a deal with the devil, and we'll probably live to regret it. Now, let's be on our way. This is the second... Okay, I'm going to just straight up admit, this is the second time I've recorded this video, partly due to the fact that this is a gripe that I have with Wastelands 2, which that it functions perfectly fine. Perfectly fine, no problems. I don't have any stutters or anything when I'm playing the game without anything on. The moment I turn on the recording software, the whole game basically ups and has a hissy fit. And it becomes laggy if I go out from too far, it goes stutters, it crashes, it just is not cooperative in the slightest. So I'm going to be sorry if I seem going to be basically being a bit sort of like frustrated, but once you've like recorded an episode for like 40 minutes and then you have to play through exactly the same thing again after it crashes, because I'm using Bandicam software to record, so when it crashes it corrupts the files, so I basically lose everything for it, and it's a pain. Right, so our next objective is to get back to the Citadel. First things first though, I want to go and clear out those robots from earlier that we saw that I couldn't deal with because it's supposed to be something really cool. Someone said something about a robotic companion. I don't know if I'll grab and get a new companion or not. It's one of these things that I have about this game, is that I like the setup that I have, and I never could quite figure out if the companion system worked with it. When you dismissed something, they went back to like the cantina and just waited for you, or if they were gone forever, because I kept on getting mixed messages from people, and so I take it a rule from I don't really hire people if I don't want them. I mean, I can see them on the map. I don't know, maybe I will peep if someone could tell me if it's worth just hiring people than going back and switching them back over to just having them sitting around in the canteen. Anyway, so we've made a deal with the devil and we've made peace with the Red Scorpion militia, and now we are going to go and deal with the robots. Probably some of you are wondering why I made peace with the Red Scorpion militia, but I didn't give the nuclear weapon to the Diamondback militia. Partly because they will be like the only person with a functional nuclear warhead, which is a really bad idea. And partly because we can just assassinate the bloke in charge of the Scorpion militia, and they can be no threat in long term. So I'm not too concerned. Right, let's get this done. This is going to be a pain because we're going to have to deal with stupid robots. And I hate dealing with robots, especially these slicers, just because they're massive and evil little McGubbins. I must admit, there are a few things in this game I hate more than these guys. They're probably worse things. There's probably going to be actual simps like we've met earlier. There's going to be like armies of simps. Right, you three come up, because you've got the best perks for dealing with... Well, I almost killed it. Right, get up. Ambush position, it's going to come... It's going to jump. That's not good. Well, aren't you a nasty little pest? Cornish took a really bad hit. And there's more of them. No, that wasn't Cornish, that was the Fuax. Yeah. Get an Overwatch. Ooh, some really nice damage. Oh, it's still up. I have to be careful not to lose my goat. Explosions are not good for goats' health. Protect for goats. There we go. It's pretty good at jump, isn't it? Fall back. Oh, that thing's tough as boot nails. Still up. Oh, that sucks. Snipe it. Still took damage from that. Nasty, nasty things. But we're near the Citadel, so we don't have to worry about healing. Port. Get everybody back up to health. Nothing to pick up. He's got a perk. Bloodthirsty. The reason they picked this perk as desire for blood and violence is invincible, making a kill just increasing your desire for more carnage. Plus 1 action point on killing an enemy, which is nice because he's got a weapon that will basically do that quite easily with people. And it'll help us clear out lots of small enemies. Right, 7 points. We can get alarm, lockpicking, sniper rifles. Confident. I'm probably going to go with tech expert, to be honest. I mean, I could probably put it into sniping. Base chance to hit. Unlocks confident sniper. I'm probably going to go with computer science because he's the only person that can do it with any certainty. Focus sniping, under pressure, hoarder. Quick reflexes, I like that one. But it does mean I am having to go and do this because he's got that, which just sucks. So I'm going to take that off. Because it doesn't really, yeah, it affects his charm a little bit, but having like a high dodge value for him will be really nice. Everyone reload. Right, all the dead people are still here. There's that. Vault. Safe. I'm always surprised that these things are still sitting around, that people haven't broken into them by now. To be honest, like, I know people think safes are like massively impenetrable, but they actually aren't. Because the whole point of a safe is that it takes you, it's the time element. A lot of security stuff, modern day security stuff, is time elements, which is that people don't want to break into stuff because it takes them a long time, and as such it's a deterrent. And in the meantime you're hoping that security forces or local police forces will turn up. Mines. And there's someone in there. I take it this is the robotic companion that people have been telling me about. Simple explosives. Actually, where am I got this? Where am I using her? I should use her, so she's got a bit larger range. Okay, just have to be careful. Basically, everyone basically says that like explosives in this game, especially on normal, you don't need to worry about them so much. On the higher difficulty settings, yes, you do have to worry about them. Right, computer sciences. I take it we need to basically get. He's simple. Hi, my name is Vax, Human Cyborg Relations. Now that's not from C-3PO Star Wars, is it? How may I be of assistance? What? Who? You want to assist me? I am programmed to imprint upon the first person who gives me orders. I thank you and that was user. Now, can we do it again? Oh, we can. Max power, he's now overclocked. Probably means that he'll blow up sooner, which sucks, but that's cool. And he'll follow after us. That looks like a toaster, which is awesome. The thing is, this is the reason I don't like taking new party members, because I've got a really good party set up now. I've got Amigo jacket, I've got dedicated anti-robotics and like sciencey person. I've got someone who can basically deal with the toasters that are floating about the place, and I've got someone who has really high perception as a sniper and can talk to animals, which covers a lot of the things I didn't pick up with my existing party. So I don't really see the issue why I need to change people out. I mean, perhaps, I've seen some people with more technical stuff, but the Fuax is basically spec to do that, so I haven't got any problems. I have seen some of what people have suggested as the preferred builds for this game, where you, in my case, would be Cornish, and literally have him. He's not good at anything besides speechcraft, charisma and speechcraft, and that's all he's good for. He's completely wasted. He's not good in combat or anything, and you have him purely for the social aspects. And I can sort of see where that's coming from. I don't like it particularly well, because it seems a bit... I don't know. I come from the generation who played D&D and stuff, where having just a really lopsided character was a death sentence, because obviously you needed to be useful. And being useful doesn't entail not being able to fire a gun. Right, we're back at Ranger Citadel. Yeah, I'm not going to bother to tell the Diamondback Melissa. They already know that I basically broke their nuclear weapon. I'm not particularly bothered by it. I don't think anyone deserved to basically have a nuclear weapon in this day and age. It's too dangerous. Trade. One thing I will say is that get rid of that. I really... That's I suppose that's used for assault rifles and stuff. I don't think I need as much as that. That's an obscene amount. So we'll sell 60 of it. And I don't need as much as that, so we'll sell 40 of it. Help us keep some of our weight down, otherwise we're going to be literally swimming in these things. Right. What does he need to get rid of? I need to get rid of some of these. I don't need to have so many of them floating about, really, to be honest. 100 should be fine. He can get rid of that. We're going to dump a good chunk of these, because he's got a lot of shotgun pellets, or shotgun cells. Sell those. Sell that because we got one. Sell that because we have one. Sell that. And we've got one in storage. Faded photograph. What don't we need? Actually, that might be useful. To be honest, I might give that to the sniper. Because if we're thinking about it, that's not really... Computer science is okay. But that, yeah, his luck goes down, which is not fantastic. What does luck determine? Critical hit chance, ooh, evasion. Actually, if that's the case, then I might not. Maybe I will just give him basically the aviator glasses. Everything ready. I wonder if, how do Echo? We got a report from Demonte. Glad you cleared out the robots. All those folks make great trading partners now. But we can reach them. Good look out there, recruits. Right, okay. So that's taken care of. We've got our synth companion. Okay, the boss isn't here. So you guys are robot fighters now, rocking. Can't wait to check out the Monte. Sounds like a wild place. Right, okay, so first drop that off. I'm not going to dump anything until I've gone to the blah blah blah. What was I going to talk about? Until I've gone to the the collector, you know, the bloke who collects stuff. Because I've got a whole host of stuff that he might want. Does I want butter or anything? I mean, I got buttered toast. Does he want? Does anybody on here want buttered toast? Welcome back, brothers. Belly on the bar, up on the bar. Right. I was just wondering if anybody wanted toast. Way to go to sound that nuke, for it would have been. Hold on. For it would have been better if you'd brought it back to us. I suppose, but the problem is I didn't have a choice. Both people had to just take it. I suppose I might have been able to bring it back to them, but I think it was better to get rid of it so no one had it. Painting. I thought you might want to add this painting to your collection. It looks like it might be something under the fresh coat. Let's have a look. Oh my, whoa, Echo, do you know what you have here? This is an honest to goodness painting, not a reproduction but a real painting. I think under the top layer is actual oil paint and old. I've seen paintings of these in books, but I thought all the real classics were destroyed when the nukes hit the major cities and took out most of the museums. It'll take me a while, but I'm going to do my damnedest to restore this. I'm going to take merits. We found an interesting collection of documents about a plane crash, one for the archive. Very much so, thank you. The reports give us a pretty useful look into how governments and bureaucracies worked before the apocalypse. Might seem like boring reading, but I find it fascinating. Merits. Okay, we found a catalogue of ancient artifacts. Maybe it's a mystical codex. Oops. Ooh, look at that. I think it's listings of items one could purchase while flying on passenger airplanes. When you landed, there was a place whose job was to provide it to you. Truly an era of lavish luxury. Right here. Right. Let's go talk to him. Well done getting the radio up into Monte. It would be a great help expanding our knowledge of the world. We found the Monte. So it exists after all, and based on the coordinates you've given me, I guess that it was once the Davis Maffin Air Force Base. Yes, it must be. Very interesting. Sounds like a great resource for old tech and scrap. For the info you've given me, you deserve a payday. Back to work. Maps aren't going to draw themselves.
I didn't know there were this many books in the whole world. Do you have any books with pictures?
We're hurt. Get everybody healed up. And a Fuax leveled up.
Copy, Echo 1. Echo 1. Congratulations, Echo 1.
Right, so the Fuax leveled up. I find it strange that you'd like do it inside the base and you'd still not get anything different. Right, so mechanics is up to artificially to 7. Brute force is at 7 naturally. Demo is probably, we need to get that up. And what do we need? Bomberman, 20% larger area effect when using explosives. That's nice. I mean, improvised chance, 50% chance of recovery and grenade type. That's not. I'd rather go with that so we have a bigger blast radius, which is useful because ordnance is a lot more expensive these days. Made a truce with death off. I wonder how long that will last. Well, we could kill him, but... Right, everyone's basically either thanking us or warning us that the truce may not last with the Monte. It's rather obvious to all. Right. Here's your shit. I'm not going to ask if it's human or not, because it's not my business to ask. I'm going to grab some more grenades, because we're a bit low. Right, he's not happy because we made a deal with the militia rather than killing them. Right, so, well, if he doesn't like it, tough nuggets. I did what I thought was necessary at the time. We have more worrying things to worry about, and we can just go and clean them up later. And to be honest, yeah, they were annoying, but hey ho. The Diamondback people were pains in the backside, so I didn't give them the nuke. Give them makings. Sell Big Betsy. I don't really want it. Right, so he's sorted out as well. Right, all that's done. The reason I seem to be going through this quite quickly, folks, is because I've done this before, so I've seen what's going to happen. Not seen what's going to happen. I know what these guys say. I haven't got past this bit yet, so cross your fingers and toes and let's hope that this works.
There you are, Team
Radio's
Echo.
tuned
Just
and
in
ready to
time.
call the team in LA. Just talk to Vargas and we can open up the party line.
Welcome, Rangers, officers. I'll give a more detailed briefing in a moment, but Captain tells me Lieutenant Woodson will be sending us a live feed any second, so we'll wait for that. What I will tell you now is that we have sent Woodson with Ranger Team Foxtrot to Los Angeles to establish a base of operations, and so far, things are going well. In the last 48 hours, they have found a water source, begun building a perimeter wall, and have started seeking the source of the signal you helped us pinpoint. Once they've found it, you, Team Echo, will follow to help reinforce our presence there and learn more about the area. How are we coming on that feed, Captain?
Any second, General. Unfortunately, until we connect with the source of that powerful Los Angeles signal, contact with Woodson on the
Just my
ground will
luck
be
that we're
impossible.
stuck behind here.
Only a radio operating above 2,000 feet is capable of receiving signals from Arizona over the intervening mountains. We have arranged a call at this hour while Chopper 1 is in flight, in the hope of surmounting that we... Ah, looks like that signal is coming in now.
Thank you, Captain. Put it on the speakers.
Very good, sir. Just one moment. Chopper 1, this is Ethel Captain at Citadel Base, relaying your feed to the General. Do you read me?
Roger, Citadel Base. Reading you loud and clear. And howdy, Snake. It's a beautiful day in Southern California.
How do, Angela? Tell me what you're seeing.
Roger, General. This is our first flight heading west of Santa Fe Springs, and so far it's more of the same. Just like yesterday. I know I keep going on about it, but this place is huge. The ruins go on for hundreds of miles. Hundreds. An endless grid of empty streets and wrecked buildings with only a few signs of life. Smoke from chimneys, farming in empty lots, locals coming out to look up at her chopper. Nothing big yet. No radio tower capable of... Holy shit. Excuse me, General, but I'm sorry. Just made visual contact with a large body of water. I've never... General, I think I'm looking at the Pacific Ocean. I've never seen water this big. It's bigger than the land.
Captain Death, I have visual on some larger structures. On your 2, Seal Beach coordinates.
Roger, pilot, I see him. General, we're coming up on, well, kinda looks like a warehouse or a factory, but I've never seen anything so large or...
Captain, structures are occupied. Repeat, occupied. I have visual on unidentified bogies on ground to the south and west inside compound. Advise.
Go ahead, Joey, but take it slow. I want a closer look. Just prepare for evasive action on my signal. Got it?
Roger, Captain. Proceeding.
Seeing some impressive stuff here, General. place looks to be in good repair and well maintained. Fresh coat of paint and everything. Looks like there's a large community growing up around it too. Some kind of...
Captain, clean visual on bogies. Ma'am, I don't think they're human.
Coordinates, pilot. Coordinates. I don't want it...
On your 9, Captain. They look like...
robots. Well, shut my mouth. General, we got eyes on the bogies in the compound, and they're robots. Big robots. More than twice the size of any robot I've ever seen, and most definitely military. I'm seeing weapon and targeting systems, military markings, and it looks like they're taking a defensive posture around the perimeter of the compound.
Tell them to get out of there, Captain. I don't like the sound of that.
Yes, General. Chopper 1, pull out. General's orders. I repeat, take...
Captain, we are being targeted. Recommend evasive action now.
10-4, pilot. Hard away north, heading 008. Excuse me, General. We're gonna have to get the fuck out of here.
Bogey's firing, Captain. We have 1, 3, 4, 4.
West 2 points. Climb, climb!
Still on our tail, Captain. It's like they're following us.
Jesus fuck, what kind of tech are we dealing with here? Await team, brace for impact. Hold on! Mayday, mayday, we are hit! We're going down! We're going down!
Angela,
Okay, that sounded bad.
What else do you need? What else do you need?
Okay, alright, we can't upgrade yet.
Not right now, Echo 1. Find me in the lab later if you need something.
Rangers, I cannot express the grief I'm feeling at this moment. To hear brave men and women on an errand of peace murdered without provocation or warning, forgive me. I don't know who did this or why, but I will not allow it to turn us from our mission. Indeed, it has only increased my determination to establish the rule of law in Los Angeles. If the savages there are in possession of such terrifying firepower, then we are needed. The people must be freed from tyranny. Team Echo, you will fly to the base Team Foxtrot established in Santa Fe Springs and continue the work they began. Establish our base of operations, make contact with the locals, and find a radio tower that will allow the outpost to maintain contact with Ranger Citadel, and also to broadcast our message of law and hope to the community. Secondly, you have 2 primary tactical objectives. First, you will look for the source of the God's Militia and Children of the Citadel broadcast that we have been hearing, and brief us on what you find. Second, you will find out who or what shot down Chopper 1, and determine what kind of threat they pose to the region and to us. Finally, but perhaps most importantly, you will do your best to win the hearts and minds of the LA natives, and by your actions convince them to trust the Desert Rangers. You will do this by offering to help them in any way you can, whether it be by bringing raiders and outlaws to justice, or by bringing food and water to the hungry. The people of Los Angeles must know that the Desert Rangers do not come to them as conquerors, but as lawbringers. It'll take us some time to put together all the supplies needed for your journey. So if you have any unfinished business in Arizona, or if you need to stock up on arms, armor, and ammo, now is the time to do it. Once you go to LA, you will not be returning here until your primary missions are accomplished. That's all I have to say. Any questions?
What intel can you say on the God's Militia, sir?
Watch out for that group. They seem to be calling for open warfare against the rest of the world. Keep your rifles clean and your powder dry.
Right, that's an old quote, historical quote. I think it's from the English Civil War. What do you know about the Children of Citadel, sir?
We don't know much about them except that they seem to be led by a madman who believes that man and machine should become one. Be careful in your investigations. They sound dangerous and unstable.
We got Command Danforth of the RSM to agree to a truce, so they should stop now.
Great work, Echo 1. There's no way we can deal with crises on 2 fronts right now. At least a truce buys us time to focus.
Echo 1 reporting.
Echo 1, I believe a field promotion is in order for one of your team. Congratulations, Echo 1. You've done well. Report to the helicopter pad when you are ready, and we'll send you on your way. Dismissed.
Right. Ralph leveled up. 3 points, nothing really to spend. He's got no perks. Right. So the helicopter pad's open. Let's see if we can actually go and get some stuff bought from the shop. Sounds like Arizona is going to be fun.
That should work.
Let's go and talk to the mad scientist in the
Oh, good to see you, Echo. Welcome back, Echo. Guess you might be looking for some gear for your mission to LA? I put aside an extra requisition for you. The General didn't order it, but I'm guessing he wants you geared up to the best of the Desert Ranger's ability before you go over the hill.
Any interest in this portable video game system? It's broken, but it's pretty cool looking.
Ha, if only I could turn cool straight into new tech. But I'm still intrigued. I'll take a look. Thanks.
What have you got for us?
Some very nice pieces. I pulled out some of my best work for you. Based on what I took a few of the microchips out of that portable video game system. Couldn't turn them into anything immediately useful, but I learned quite a bit. Still worth letting you look at some of my other gear.
Got 2 slots. Okay. Combat armor. POS Mark II. What's that? Assault rifle. It is 12 gauge. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. What does it do? Right. 1 damage. Apply to all tight. The lariat. Oh, it's a lasso weapon. Prevents them from moving. Not as good as he's got. That's a ion blaster. Not as good. It's only single shot. It's not as good as what I've basically got. Lasso gun. Max 7 is better than that. Is there actually anything worth in here that for me to pick up? I mean, what about him? No, not really. That looks cool. I don't know what's the point of what having that would basically do. All tied up, basically would tie them up, but besides that, standard gear, nothing particularly. Well, I'll grab the lariat. So it seems like it would be a competent thing at least. Other stuff, nothing really jumps out at me, to be honest.
We have everything from sturdy leather jackets to hand-forged plates, to the finest reconditioned pre-war combat armor we can find. You'll have to pay for the more expensive items. Research and repair doesn't come free, but we aren't out to make a profit. Just to recoup I've got some custom, interesting armor, but the General's orders are to save those for special loadouts only. Some very nice pieces. Nothing new for you.
Right, so now there's nothing special. What would mobile infantry armor. There we go. That would be nice, actually. I might grab that.
Looks like you're out of requisitions, Rangers. Thanks for visiting, recruits. Come by anytime.
So we've got mobile infantry armor. That would be nice. Maybe Ralph could actually have that, because he's going to have to get close and personal with these things. He might not actually be able to wear it. Oh, he can. His combat speed drops slightly, which is the same, but it makes him a lot more resistance, plus we can then throw him into melee a lot more. Yeah, he's got okay strength. And now he's got that, which all this stuff we don't need, can probably get rid of. Which needs 12 gauge ammo, okay. Right, I think this is going to be a good place to stop for now. I've been Cornish-Knight. If you've liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Steam, or you can leave a comment in the comment sections as we press forward. Probably tidy up any outstanding loose ends that I have, and then we'll press on with the main story. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Wastelands 2, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye.